Soviet designers presented a prototype of a self-propelled laser complex which was recommended for adoption after almost 2 years of state trials. This top-secret machine, many of the technologies used in it are still classified, was designed to counteract the enemy's optoelectronic devices. The laser system is multispectral. It consists of 12 optical channels, each with its own guidance system. This design practically eliminates the enemy's chances of defending against a laser attack using a light filter that can block a beam of a certain frequency. In other words, if the radiation came from 1 or 2 channels, then the commander of an enemy helicopter or tank could use a light filter to block the blinding. But countering 12 beams of different wavelengths is almost impossible. In addition to the combat optical lenses located in the upper and lower rows of the module, the aiming system lenses are located in the middle. On the right is the probing laser and the receiving channel of the automatic guidance system. On the left are day and night optical sights. Moreover, for operation at night, the system was equipped with laser illuminators rangefinders. As the magazine Popular Mechanics notes, there was once a rumor about a 30-kilogram ruby crystal specially grown for use in the laser. In reality, however, a solid-state laser with fluorescent pumping lamps was used. They are quite compact and have proven their reliability, including on foreign installations. Most likely, the working medium in the Soviet SLC could have been yttrium aluminum garnet doped with neodymium ions, the so-called YAG laser. In it, generation occurs at a wavelength of 1064 nanometers, infrared radiation, which is less susceptible to scattering under difficult weather conditions compared to visible light. The YAG laser in pulsed mode can develop impressive power. Thanks to this, pulses with a wavelength half, a third, a quarter shorter than the original can be obtained on a nonlinear crystal. This is how the multispectral radiation is formed. By the way, the laser tank's turret was significantly enlarged compared to the main one. In addition to the optoelectronic equipment, powerful generators, and an autonomous auxiliary power plant for powering them are located in its rear part. The operator's workstations are located in the middle part of the turret. The rate of fire of the Soviet SLC remains unknown, as there is no information on the time required to charge the capacitors that provide the pulse discharge to the lamps. Incidentally, in addition to its main task of disabling the enemy's electronic optics, it could also be used for precision targeting and designating targets in poor visibility conditions for friendly equipment. SATI was an evolution of 2 earlier variants of self-propelled laser complexes that were developed in the USSR since the 1970s. Thus, in 1982, the first Stillet was put into service, with its potential targets being the optoelectronic equipment of tanks, self-propelled artillery mounts, and low-flying helicopters. After detection, the system would laser probe the object, trying to find the optical systems by the glinting lenses. The SLC would then strike them with a powerful pulse, blinding or even burning out the photodetector, light-sensitive matrix, or retina of the aiming soldier's eye. Laser guidance in the horizontal plane was carried out by rotating the turret vertically, using a system of precisely positioned large mirrors. The system was based on the chassis of a tracked mine-clearing vehicle from the Sverdlovsk Ural-Transmash plant. Only 2 vehicles were manufactured. The laser part was being refined. A year later, the Sangvin was commissioned, differing from its predecessor in a simplified target acquisition system, which positively affected the weapon's striking ability. However, a more important innovation was the increased mobility of the laser in the vertical plane, as this SLC was intended to engage the optoelectronic systems of aerial targets. During trials, Sangvin demonstrated the ability to consistently detect and engage a helicopter's optical systems at a distance of over 10 kilometers. At close ranges, up to 8 kilometers, the system completely disabled the enemy's sights, while at maximum ranges it blinded them for tens of minutes.